Hi, everybody. This is Ian, author of Lean Media and the founder of 2 e-commerce businesses and an Amazon seller for about 20 years. Today, I'll be talking about optimizing underperforming Amazon advertising sponsored product campaigns. If this video helps you, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I have some links in the notes for this video. And quick disclaimer, you're responsible for following relevant terms and your experience may be different than what I show you, depending on how you have Amazon advertising set up and also depending when you are watching this video. This is being recorded in 2022. So here is an Amazon advertising campaign that I have created in Amazon advertising, and actually it's a special one because it was created by Amazon. Amazon sent me a recommendation for a new sponsored product campaign and I accepted it, and this is what they created. And you can see there are several ad groups going on here. One of the first things that I did actually to optimize it was I turned off one of the non-performing ad groups. You can see there's no impression, no clicks. I don't know what's going on with that, so I'm just going to turn that off. But you can see among the other 3 ad groups that I have here, one of them, this one, prints, is not performing well. I've spent $19.34, but I've only gotten a sale of one item for $24.99. And you can see the ROAS, or ROAS, return on ad spend, is only 1.29. That's not very good at all. That's actually not profitable for me. But you can see the other ad groups seem to be performing pretty well. I have a pretty high performing ad group here and another one that's doing okay. But I'm going to start with this one here. This is the underperforming one, and let's take a look at optimization. So just like I did at the ad group level, if I see something that's not performing at all, so I have 2 products in this ad group. I'm just going to turn this one off. You can see there's no impressions, no clicks, no nothing. So let's just not waste time with that one. And this one you can see is performing. It's basically the only product in the ad group. It's not performing that well. So what I'm going to do is first thing I'm going to do is go up to targeting. And targeting is where the keyword action is taking place. And what Amazon did in order to set up this particular ad group, they just took all of these keywords and then they put in the recommended bid for them. And actually, when I create advertising campaigns on my own, I never do this. I never take the suggested bid. They're always too high. And I can see that's the case right here. Because you know what's happening? Whoops. I can see that Amazon has, for instance, set up a bid for $1 on Family Tree, but the cost per click after 15 clicks is 80 cents. So you can see that it's basically 25% too high. So I can lower that to 80 cents, but what I usually do is I set up a level for all of them. And then on some of these keywords, it's ridiculously expensive. I'm paying $3.46. I'm bidding $3.46 for a single click on a $24.99 item. That's just insane. So I need to do some changes here. So what I might do is, first of all, look at the keywords that are spending a lot of money and not generating any results, and then also look at the keywords that are generating some results and maybe give those a little bit of a boost or a little bit of a tune-up. So one thing I'm going to do right away is this particular keyword, Family Tree. I've had 15 clicks and not a single purchase, and I'm spending 80 cents per click. So one thing I could do is I could just turn it off like that. But actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. I'm just going to lower it to the floor because I just think that that's just out of hand. Who knows? Maybe there's a lot of people that will click on it, but I don't want to be paying that much money for it. So this is my default kind of very low bid. This one, $3.46, that's just out of control. And actually looking through this, I think what I'm going to do is this seems to be the performance level, the CPC level, that seems achievable. It's 38 cents. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to set up all of these kind of randomly bid leveled keywords just to a flat 44 cents and see what happens. Because I know that it actually performs at 38 cents. That's only one click, but maybe that's kind of a good guideline there. So I'm going to change all of them. And you do that by clicking the selector, clicking adjust bid, and I'm going to set it up at 44 cents. And you can see that it just went through and changed it all to 44 cents. So what I'm going to do in about a week is I'm going to come back and take a look at that and see if anything has changed there in terms of the performance. And I expect some of them to perform even worse. But maybe some of them will start to get some better results. This is actually 44 cents is actually a little bit more than what the current CPC is for this particular keyword. So that might be a good thing. So I'm going to click OK. So that's the first part of my optimization. The next thing I always do for optimization, especially for an Amazon created campaign, is add negative keywords, because Amazon doesn't automatically do that yourself, do it by itself. And what happens if you don't add keywords for your own products? Basically, people will be searching for your product and an advertisement will come up and they'll click on it, and you're basically paying for something that they would have found anyways via organic search. So I always recommend adding your negative keywords. One thing to note, in some cases you actually may want to continue bidding on your own keywords, and the reason is if it's in a very competitive field and you want to make sure that you're kind of owning the space for that particular, for your own brand, because Amazon lets you bid on other brands. Search terms, I think this is the recommendations. I'm going to leave that out for now. Ad group settings, let's see if there's anything here I need to change. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. The default bid actually is not really relevant right now because I set it to 44 cents. I might change the name of this, like Prince adjusted, and then today's date is 03/01/22. So that's just a reference for me later on when I come back. So that's how I'm going to try to optimize this one. And actually, before we finish up, I'm going to go to one that's a performing ad set and just kind of maybe tune it a little bit. So this one has a ROAS of 2.63. Let's take a look at it. It's actually a strange area for Amazon to be bidding in. So this is a completely different product. And interestingly, you can see it's two versions of the same product. I can tell by looking at the SKUs that one of them is FBA and one of them is FBM. So the FBM is actually performing pretty well at a lower CPC, which is pretty surprising. So I've spent about $10 and I've gotten $50 in sales. This one I've spent about $46 and I've gotten $92 in sales. So it seems to be, that's interesting. Let's take a look at the targeting. All right, I can see there's a lot of work to be done here. Again, there are these crazily high bids that I do not want to be doing. So I'm going to do another batch change. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the level at which the keywords are performing. So 57 cents, 58 cents, and I seem to be getting a lot of clicks at that level. So I think I'm going to set a default bid 66 cents across the board. I'll do the same thing. Select all of them, adjust bid 0.66, click save. And this one at the top here, I've spent a lot of money at $2.46 per click and no sales at all in the time period being studied, which is basically the past 2 weeks or so. So I'm just going to turn this one off. I just don't think I should be paying for that. And actually, that should really boost the ROAS in the next period. Click OK. Okay, that's all set. And then the next thing I'm going to do, negative targeting, just like I did last time. Add negative keywords, paste them in, hit save, and ad group settings. I'm just going to say Easy Genie, Ream Cut Sheet Paper, and I'm going to just do adjusted. What's today's date? 03/01/22. Okay. So that's basically how I'm optimizing a sponsored products campaign. For more videos and information on how to get the most out of your Amazon advertising campaigns, I have a whole bunch of videos and blog posts about it on leanmedia.org. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, subscribe to the channel, like the video. It will hopefully show you recommended videos that are similar to the that I've created that are similar to the one that I just did, which might help you out. This is Ian Lamont from Lean Media. Thank you so much for watching.